You little rotten keg tapper, no name having, looking ragged, lame rapper. You nut hugger, butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher. Laughter.
Wayne's World! Wayne's World! Excellent! Party on! Wayne's World! Excellent! Wayne's World! Welcome to 13 Minutes. I'm Paul Goon, and this week I'm hanging out with The Pine!
Yeah. What's up, dude?
You could have said it for me, Evan. We could have said it together.
Yep. Yeah. Next time.
How about that? The Pines.
The Pine.
Describe The Pine in one word or less.
Heavy.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah.
Sludge.
Angry. Violent.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's the key word.
Are you guys just pausing and like giving different answers? Because you can't. It was one word or less. You can't give that many answers.
You got too many answers.
You guys are fucking cheaters.
That's fucking cheaters.
Where are you guys from?
Corbin, Kentucky.
Southeast
Kentucky.
region, yeah. Yeah, southeast region, London, Corbin area.
Yeah.
See, these two fellas are from that region. I'm from the Harlands.
How was the drive? What's it like there? I don't know.
Oh, it's just mountains, man. We're driving.
Yeah,
down
it's just like
mountains to the
hills,
plains.
mountains, trees. A lot less flat land than what I would see around here. You know, definitely different from Ohio, but yeah, definitely a lot of mountains, a lot of trees, a lot of small coal towns, a lot of small just like towns that branch out from that as well, small industry as well. So it's very different. You could almost say it's kind of in the rust bucket a little bit, but you know, in a very Appalachian kind of way.
Yeah, we're in the shells of an afterlife of a civilization that used to exist.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like there's train tracks that run right through the middle of downtown Corbin where I live, and it's just like they don't use them at all anymore, like barely.
That was the last big strike too.
I kind of expected like Kentucky to be like, there's some train tracks that run straight the fuck through my house.
Yeah,
Some crazy shit.
I got a little bit of that.
Yeah,
try and deliver the milk every day.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what it's like.
It was a little bit of a different perspective too.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was riding with Josh, there was like, what was it, soybean fields? You said they were.
Yeah.
They looked so green. I was like, man, look at that water out there. And you were like, no, man, that's grass.
You guys are really familiar with grass, huh?
Yeah.
You know, we know.
Being a band called The Pine, I think you guys are pretty familiar.
Yeah, you could have had a double meaning there, yeah. A little bit.
Who, are we missing somebody or a couple somebody? Did you guys eat them last night to survive? Or?
Yeah, basically, you know, I killed them from point A to crawled inside of them to stay warm.
No, man. Mike,
Tom
one of our
Martin.
guitar players couldn't be here. He had to get back to, he had to get back home so he could rest because he has to go to Florida. His little girl actually has cancer, and they're doing like somebody's pretty much gifting them a trip to go to Florida, but they have to provide like travel and stuff on their own.
Yeah.
So he's resting up for that and taking them down there.
Wow, yeah, I don't even think he said he was going to Florida, and that's about all I heard. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not really the time to talk about stuff, but yeah.
Shit, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you guys make?
It's a weird blend, especially recently. I've been tapping into the grunge side of my influences and trying to incorporate that into deathcore and deathcore elements with more like hardcore blend as well, you know, where we have these really mean breakdowns and stuff, but we'll have these nice big open choruses and stuff that you could really almost sing along to, and trying to include, you know, almost pop elements into, especially like the drums and everything like that. So yeah, it's definitely, I would say deathcore.
Heavy metal music, yeah. I try not to put all of it so much in the same box, but like, yeah, we pull a lot from, we are like a kind of weird blend, and I think it's just from like where we are and like our location.
Yeah, influence definitely. I mean, a lot of us are isolated from a lot of other ones else's music tastes. I feel like it big time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys become The Pine?
Well, really, let's see here. I moved back to Kentucky from Florida with the intent to start a band, and actually our other guitarist, Mike, he, Evan, and myself, we were in a band called Slug Mother before. I hated that. So we were another band before, and it just kind of died down whenever COVID had happened and stuff. And Mike's little girl had, unfortunately, she got leukemia. So we had taken a break from that, but I wanted to keep going with something else. And during about last summer, myself, my cousin actually was on drums, and Evan was doing vocals. We were just kind of like jamming out in the building, and Josh, whenever he was home from work, basically, because he was out on the road working, we would jam, and that pretty much formed the Pine, as to what it was and everything. And the name really came from a lot of different places itself.
What's the best way to smoke weed?
Every day.
Blunt, yeah, blunt.
Yeah,
blunt.
I think even after
I'm gonna
put it best himself. Blunts over bongs, man, because you can't be throwing bongs out the window when you're getting pulled.
Just gotta hit the right place.
This cat,
Hit the sign.
yeah, blunt.
They can't identify if it's a bottle or not. Man, that's a Coke bottle, dude.
You guys talk so fucking cool. Does that like have an effect on the music writing? Like, does it come out in like the guitar tone? Is there like a southern accent on the drums or something like that?
It actually is.
Yeah, such a twang.
Yes.
Shit.
And especially when I've been writing guitar parts lately, that's been coming out a lot. Man, we're like, I have this obvious twang in my accent, right? And like, I'm just like, I hear it every day where people are like, yeah, but like, I hear it every day.
You're surrounded by it, man.
It's like, I'm just gonna put that in my music because it pisses me off,
Through the mind.
And like, yeah, so I totally put that into guitar parts and especially drums because I love things like blues rhythms and stuff like that,
I think that's like the most important part about like just us creating music in general is us being able to have our own voice to put into it. Because we're all just having one big conversation and everybody else is listening to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, look how Kody just has to have 2 fucking packs of cigs in the corner over there. There, look at safety cigs. Shout out to Kody cigarettes.
Those are the Rockstar cigs, right?
Not the Marlboro Lights.
The Marlboro Lights, that way you don't kill yourself slowly.
Alright, well, so you guys are pretty new. People might not know too much about you.
Yeah.
Who does what in the band?
Well, Josh
On the
plays
bassist.
Yeah, you do the screaming and yelling and hollering and stuff.
Vocalist.
I play drums now. I was playing guitar. Just recently switched to drums though. Just figured I was the guy to do it. So we're actually shout out to a new guitar player in the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Future guitarist player.
And then Mike, who unfortunately can't be here.
Yeah, he's
He plays guitar.
Because you guys fucking ate him last night.
like I said, man, I totally just gutted him and climbed up in him to stay warm, man.
He had an experience all of his own whenever he left, apparently, so that's a story for another time. We'll save that for the next Paul Goon show.
Yeah, Drew. Apparently, bands come from out of state to Youngstown. They just find out how fucking ghetto it is here. I'll have to tell you about this video that their other band member sent when he went to go stay at the Motel 6 in Liberty.
Oh.
Yeah. He didn't know any better, so. Well, shit. So, like, you guys played your last. You guys played your first show last night.
Yes.
Yep.
Word jumble. You played your first show last night. How was it? How do you feel? How did it go? Did you guys have fun?
I had an amazing time.
Yeah,
Man. Fucking great time. Got the same feeling whenever you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing in life and you're supposed to actually be doing that. That's how I felt.
that too.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
That's the first time I've been doing that at all, so.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah, I've performed like in school with like marching band or concert.
Same and stuff like that. Played a couple metalcore bands,
but
but
like people being in front of me, but like that.
Did you fucking punch people and kick the shit out of the people when you were a marching band that you were performing for too? You go in the crowd Now they start throwing donuts on the moms and dads and shit. Like,
This is for you, Aunt Teresa.
shut up, Aunt Teresa.
No. Take that permeable fucking weed.
Oh my gosh.
No. No, it was a totally different experience, but like I've always wanted to do something like that for a really long time. I've been really passionate about it, and the fact that I was able to do it.
Yeah, see, that was my
Oh
first
my
performance with a deathcore band, with a genuine like a deathcore band, and that was just it's what I've always wanted. That's
First ever
yeah.
playing in front of people.
I can imagine for a drummer, your first time performing with a deathcore band has got to be like just absolute, yeah, like you just transcended to it.
God,
Well, you know, I really did. I felt like I just a god for a minute, man. Especially hitting those cymbals, just like I was just like, yes, you know, it felt amazing, dude. Absolutely.
It was so much fun, man. Like the love that everybody had, dude. That's what really kind of made it for everybody. Everybody had a fucking killer set. Everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pillars,
What a bill, man.
Papers, Super Corruptors. Thank you for just like making it
Making the
awesome.
show, making it happen, yeah.
Shout out. When's the next show?
August 21st,
Yeah.
we are playing the Summer of Madness Festival, put together by Misanthropic Torment Records in Olive Hill, Kentucky. It's a 2-day event, August 20th and 21st. If you do buy tickets, use promo code PINE666 and you can get discounts on tickets.
That's real original.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make it something that we would remember too. Come on.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. Listen, hey, I seen it last night, so if you're around Olive Hill, Kentucky, you better get there.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be an absolute treat. For real, we get to
Tons of
open
bands,
up.
tons of
Saturday.
bands, people that I've wanted to play with for sure in the local scene. So yeah, tons
Shout
of
out to
bands.
Tell the
Days
Dead
worth.
Walk too, man, because we get to play with them. We've been looking forward to.
Oh yeah. 4-Story Massacre. So many good bands like that. I've been looking forward to.
Shout out to Until the Dead Walk. Come on the show.
Yeah, come on down, guys.
Portrait of a Trail for sure. Those dudes down there.
Yeah. Shout out to all the guys.
Let's do it
All the
again.
guys.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna be a lot of fun, dude. It's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be the same thing as this. A lot of people get together. A lot of love. A lot of heavy music.
Yep. Yep. Days worth camping. I mean, can't go wrong.
No.
Wish you could.
Conor McGregor or Dustin Poirier?
Dustin Poirier.
Listen, I knew Dustin
That angle.
Poirier was gonna win. Like I was like, you know,
That
I
angle.
hope for Conor McGregor and
What is that?
the
What is
nostalgic
those?
sense. But yeah, Dustin Poirier. I mean, I knew he was gonna win.
I mean, forgive me for speaking out of turn, but I just feel like Conor McGregor was. Like, he was.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, exactly.
And he
Dude.
let himself go.
Exactly.
He overextended himself. He yeeted that fucking chair into the tour bus. And everything. Ruined his fucking career.
He slung it
and
all.
then he came back unprepared.
Cool, man.
So he got his ass creamed, and I think maybe
Wasn't
he
enough
just
money
needs to
to think
really
of
kind of
change.
take a step back and reevaluates what he fucking wants.
Yeah,
He
yeah, for
is
sure.
wealthy to a degree. He doesn't have to do anything anymore.
No, he doesn't.
But his grandkids don't have to do anything anymore, and they ain't even alive yet. Like,
And they're still floating around in a ball sack somewhere.
yeah, dude, just like go find something else. Like,
Huh.
I mean, go
Well,
Batista,
think
be in a Marvel movie. That'd be cool. You could be like, I could see him totally being like the perfect Deathstroke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
There you
okay.
go. That's perfect.
So
perfect.
Dustin Poirier, stay in your lane, be the king.
Ooh,
Conor McGregor, go find a movie.
Ooh. You're gonna get tweeted on, bro. You're gonna get sauced.
That's gonna be a trend. I feel like that's gonna pick up some steam.
We're gonna
see
see
some like Conor McGregor on TV. Either that or I'm gonna get my ass kicked by McGregor one day.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Jason Aldean?
Oh, man.
Right now he's peering into the mic.
I was about to
You guys
say,
can't see him over there, but he's looking
Whenever
at
I
me
feel like I'm
hardcore.
starting to get a little lost,
Tractor
from
driver
I
has
just
to
look
do
at
part.
Jason Aldean. He's over there watching out for us. Actually, shout out Outlaw Energy. I've never had you before, but
You're about 45 calories, boys. Keep it up.
Fucking right.
let me get some of that natural caffeine, baby.
Making sure to sponsor
That
Jason
tractor
Aldean
juice.
for making it out to the show.
That keeps you down, boys.
Jason Aldean was going hard in the pit last night.
Hey, yeah, he folded, man.
Man off. Went
Too
off.
hard to get folded, man.
He
Watch
gave
out
us
for
some
the
of that
lines.
Kentucky Fried Two-Step, dude.
When we fall in the woods, you could hear us.
God.
He took us for a ride on that big green tractor and back.
Yeah, it was a fun
Man,
time,
Kentucky Fried Two-Step. That brings up a good point. Is Kentucky Fried the best kind of chicken?
Actually, no, I like Popeyes.
Sacrilegious, yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, dude. It's like if you have something cool about where you're from and it's just right there, it just doesn't fucking interest you at all.
So I got this cat.
Yeah, so I go to
I make my
Popeyes.
homemade chicken.
I prefer Raising Cane's. That's my chicken.
These guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because Popeyes has that chicken sandwich that's the size of my head.
Yeah.
Besides, everybody back home kind of says that Colonel Sanders was not the greatest dude of all dudes. He didn't even really care about
Served
where
in
he
the
was from.
war of food and nutrition.
Yeah.
Kind of like Elvis was simple and plain, man. Fuck him and John Wayne.
Sort of like that.
Okay. I
Yeah.
guess.
Sir.
Shout out Public Enemy. We got a lot of good shout outs in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yes, sir.
You guys like hip hop?
Yes.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yes, hip hop trap. Yes.
Yeah,
all the
everything,
way,
man.
all the way.
What kind of rappers you guys like?
You know I'm an Aesop fan. Come on, man.
Yeah, see, I like Smoke Perp and
Perp,
Suicide
yeah.
Boys, Pulley Eyes.
Big Walk Dog.
Yeah, you know, I like Lil Pump, I like Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar,
Ghost Man.
Ghost Maid, obviously.
Suicide Boys, you guys.
Yeah.
The easiest
We
way to
go
put it, if it's off rhyme series, I'm gonna probably overplay it in my library too.
Yeah, I fuck with Rhyme Sayers. Hell
Yeah,
And if it's some
Yeah.
dope trap shit, then definitely I'll fuck
And the
with it.
Ciphers, what's it called?
Triple X Tentacion,
South Coast
Lil
Ciphers.
Peep, I mean,
East Coast Ciphers. Yeah.
all the boys, all the sad boys. Lil Lotus, especially lately, Lil Lotus.
It's a good show to be a sad boy on.
Yeah, this
13 minutes welcomes all the sad boys.
Oh yeah.
Represent, man.
We just turn our sadness into anger. That's the only difference between our music and theirs.
It's like a crab, you just molt it.
Yeah. Our pain is motivation.
A little
They're-
smushy and blue for a while.
I'd say their pain is motivation too. It's just-
Delicious, deep friable.
I'd say not being homeless is my motivation, but it's whatever turns your gears.
Dude, this is gonna sound really
What is
Kentucky as
homeless?
fuck, but my mom tried to raise me in a church and took me to church and youth group whenever I was young, and we did this weird drive called Cardboard City where we would go out in the Walmart parking lot and tape off our own corner, and we would sleep in sleeping bags and cardboard boxes and eat cans of soup over a hot fire and try and raise money from the homeless people by acting like homeless people.
That's sick.
What stuff? What'd you say, Sue?
Like hot, just like cans of soup over a hot fire. Just like
hot beans.
like taking the lid off so the steam would come out the can, of course.
Yeah,
and
yeah, cook
but
it,
like-
yeah. I mean,
Drew's still a little hazy from last night. He just wants some fucking soup. he didn't eat
Oh
lunch.
my God.
Yeah, he didn't eat lunch today. It sounds good, dude. You guys like vegetable beef soup?
That's my favorite can.
Oh my
sir.
God, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Is Bush Apple the official drink of the pine?
That is the official drink of the pot. If they don't stop fucking
It's
making it
some of
for
our
3
favorites.
months
And
out of
happy
the year,
happy
you guys
dads.
can kiss my balls.
Yeah, but what's that other one that Josh keeps talking about? Give him a shout out, bro.
Hey, happy dads, man. We're talking to you.
Shout out to White Claw. That was a lot of fun for the pine during the summer.
During that, but now listen, Bush Apple, stop doing it for only 3 months. Give us like 12, 13 months.
12, 13 months.
14 months. We didn't extend the year. It will stop global warming.
The year gets longer.
If we stretch the
It was
years out,
Bush
the ocean's less.
Come on, man. We need to
That's not-
squeeze Johnny Apple
If
seeds
I- if
nuts
I
over
had
here and
one,
get us some
I would-
Bush Apple.
I've drank enough water. I'm about to start drinking Bush Apple. See, I need more. 3 months out of the year. Hogwash.
That's like fucking your taxes,
It's a
dude.
square root of a year.
3 out of 12 months, man.
Cubed. 1 year cubed.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Fuck. More Bush Apple, please.
That's my
So yes.
Speaking of beer, would you guys drink beer out of somebody else's shoe that they were wearing? Like they just took off their fucking foot right then and
Alright,
there?
if it was
yeah.
a new shoe that's never been worn, yes.
No,
If it
dude,
was-
that's like cheating.
That's
No,
toe
fuck
patrol.
that.
That's
I
toe
would,
patrol.
I would do it, sir. What you're talking about, the gross and everything, what you're talking about, I would do it.
So if I go get you a shoe and a Bush Apple, you'll drink it?
Yeah, I will right now. Fuck, I will. Just let me know when, alright?
Whatever you want, bro.
Let me get my phone out of my pocket.
Cody, you want me to use your phone and fill out your phone from over here?
Yes, I do. Here's my Snapchat. Just get it on there.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Let me turn this camera around.
Okay, I'm filling it up right now. Dude. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo! Ah! The boot scoot boogie! The Bush Boys.
Dude, that was.
That's my boy.
Dude, there's a lot of grass in there. I understand the allure behind it. Like, what's
It's
it all
good
about?
for you, bro. It's good for you.
Oh my god, dude. That was for everybody back in the 606. Fucking rocking around Laurel County getting fucking
Hey,
drunk.
rip his hand.
That sound like me.
It's like my dog's in too.
We're not worthy!
It sounds
We're not worthy!
Kentucky's a fucked up place.
Play flute, road crew shit. If you can't be used, well, then I guess you're useless. Ulysses S. Grant. We should start a...
Hey, shout out Nike too, man. Hey, we're trying to get up with y'all as well.